Okay, I thought I'd make a quick little video for you about the Stellarscope, and I couldn't find anywhere online that actually showed you how to put it together and how to use it. So I'm going to do it for you because I had to figure it out with the instructions. So the first thing you have to do, this is for like, I don't know, maybe some kids, but if you're an adult, I found this at a thrift store for like $5, but it's so informationally cool that I thought I would make a video about it. So basically, like I said, what you want to do starting out is you want to take it completely apart. Okay? So hopefully you have all the parts. Okay? Now, we go through the instructions. Now, when I do the instructions, they're in like 10 different languages. So bear with me while I find the English version. Okay. Can't find it right now, but I'm going to find it in a second. To use. Okay, here we go. Now, the first thing you want to understand is that what this does, let me give you an overview, is when you get done, you look through it and you point it in the northerly direction, and it will show you the stars that you can see on the date that you're standing there. And it will name the stars for you, but you don't have to look at the sky. You shine a flashlight in front of it and it will show you the night sky, name the stars to look at. Then you can compare it with what you look up in the sky so that you can go back and forth and find the stars that you're looking for. So what's really neat is when you go to the beach at night and there's no city lights out on the ocean, and so that's when you can really see the stars, or out in the desert, I guess, places like that. So anyway, like if you're on a boat, a sailboat at night, this would be a great tool for navigation, because you want to be able, if you use your charts and you want to learn how to use a sextant, then you have to know where Aries is and all of this other stuff. So to use, I'm going to follow the direction now. Align date with, wait, that, okay, I'm not looking at the right thing. All right, let me go back. I guess I got to start. It's in so many different languages, I got to keep paging around. How many? Like 10 languages. Okay, to use, align date with time of using by rotating 3 and 5. Oh, so they got to use before assembly. The first thing you need to do is assembly. So there's a picture. Let me show you the picture. Okay. Luckily, I had all the pieces. All right. Now, there's a different way of putting it together if you live south of the equator versus if you live north of the equator. Okay. There we go. I lost it again because I'm looking at the picture instead of the words. Bear with me. I should have scanned it on the computer in English first. Okay, here we go. In assembly tips. See, it's not even on the same page. It's on the back page. You got assembly tips, just in case you find one without the instructions. Okay, you can look at those. And then here's how to use it. So on the back side is the picture. Okay, and these are all the different languages. Okay, so we're going to go assembly. To change latitude adapter within the same hemisphere. Undo parts 3 and 5, figure 1. According to your latitude, see the map in the packaging. Place the appropriate latitude adapter 4, aligning its arrow with the hour 0 marked on tube 3. Okay. So, all right, the first thing I got to do, so I'm going to put in the computer latitude of Orlando, Florida is 28.5. Okay, so now these have numbers on them. Inside. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, right there are some numbers. So I'm gonna have to get my flashlight to read these numbers. Oh, I just shined it in my eyes. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Latitude 50 to 60. That's too high. All right. Then latitude 40 to 50. That's too high. Latitude 30 to 40. That's too high. We got none left. Did I drop one? Oh, I already had it in here. Scared me. Okay. Well, let me pull it out for you. Because we have to, like I said, you have to start with it completely disassembled. Okay? And here's the one I need, which is latitude 20 to 30, because I'm at 28. Okay? So, we take that, gotta find, and then it says aligning with the hour 0 mark on tube 3. Okay. See the map on the packaging. So I guess the packaging, if you want to check your latitude, in case you don't have a computer. Okay. So that okay, you got to skip down to northern hemisphere. Okay, so we got to skip. I don't know if you can see that. So assembly tips, but first you got to skip down to northern hemisphere first before you do the assembly tips. Then southern hemisphere. Okay, we're in the northern hemisphere. Put the latitude adapter 4 onto the end with north of tube. Okay, that's where I was getting lost. Whoops. Dropped a piece. That's the one we need. We'll put that right there. And, okay, this is the tricky part. There's a little letter in black, black on black right there. It says N. And on the other side, there's a little letter that says S. Okay, so we want N because we're in the north latitude, the one that matches. Okay. Then you put it on the 0. Hold on, let me put this on my head. Like it's made to go. Okay. Now, so we know we're on the north. There's the N. It's hard to do with the flashlight and the camera. And the N and the 0. See the 0? Okay. Now, there's a groove. See the groove? The groove goes on the 0. Click that into place. It's weird because not really sure which way that went. Let's take a look at the picture. And okay, number 3, assemble tube 5 with the north end of the tube 3 so that the day number are read in the same direction. Okay. So, I want to look at the picture real quick. So then, we do this to this, the one we just did, so that they're pointing in the same direction. So if I went like this, They're not pointing in the same direction. They're upside down. So we're going to go like this. Okay. So you're going to spin it, so it doesn't matter how it goes. Because once it's together, you're going to turn it. But they're pointing in the same direction. So you're going to turn it like that. Okay? All right. Now, insert star map 6N into the opening of tube 5, matching their grooves. So that the January 1st mark is of part 6N is aligned with January line on tube 5. Okay, here's where we get a little tricky. One of these has N. Hopefully you can see that. And one of these has S. So if you're in Australia, you would be using the S, but we're north, so we're going to be using the N. And there's a groove. Okay, there's only one groove on this, and it said go to the January. See, January. So the groove goes to the January. You push it in. That's the star map. You just pushed it. Okay. Now, January 1st. Make sure that's on January 1st. So that's right there. It's a little bit off. Let me try that again. Push that out. Make sure that's on January 1st. No, it wasn't on January 1st. It was on January 5th. Okay, so this groove goes right here on this big line. It's January 1st. So I had it on January the 5th. I had it like loose. So now it's where it's supposed to be, January 1st. Okay. Next, assemble the last parts in the following order, 7, 2, 1. Go back to the picture. And we see that 7 goes over that. So it looks like that's the one. It goes over it. 7, 2. Alright, there's an eyeglass. This thing. I think this goes there. Let me see. 2 actually goes. That's weird. Let's see. 721. Okay. So the long piece is this one. And then this one. Oh, I put that on the wrong spot. Sorry about that. And then this one goes this way. Yeah, okay. So this piece goes here. Click that into place. Okay. So that's the 7, the 2, and the 1. So then this goes into here, and it's this one is in the wrong spot. So then this one goes here. This one goes there. A bigger one. See that? Now, it's complete. You have 3 left over in Southern Hemisphere. If you're in Australia, you don't need right now. Okay, so now you say, what date is it? So today is May 9th. So we're going to go May. Okay. And it's 9:28 p.m. So this is military numbers. So that's 2130. It's right there. And it's May, January, February, March, April, May. Don't have to be exact. May 9th. So we go up here where it says 10. Right there. Now, it's set up. So you're going to point this. Okay, let's go back to use. Okay. Align date with time using the rotating. Hold the stellaroscope vertically and orient by turning the symbols east and west towards east and west. Slide the eyepiece in and out to focus. Equipped with the special light is provided to night viewing. Okay, so what you're going to do is you get a flashlight, okay, and you shine it into this end. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you could. No. Oh, you can kind of. Okay. Inside there, it'll show you your night sky. You can kind of see it. Let me try. See that? It'll show you the night sky, and we can focus. See that? Let me try focusing. It'll show you the stars and name the stars of what your sky looks like. See that? Trying to focus here. about as good as it's going to get. See that? So then you can compare that to what you're seeing in the sky for what hemisphere you're on, what the date is, and what the time is, and that should match the stars in the sky. Pretty cool, eh? You can name, there's little names, I don't know if you can see it, there's little names right by the stars. Maybe if you can zoom in. And that's it. That's how you use that. Be really neat to take out on a sailboat or in the desert and have the stars named for you. Well, don't forget to subscribe because I always got something good to show you. Catch you later. Ronnie Tro signing out.